Hey everyone, thanks for checking out Real World Gamer's first ever video review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the game Evolve, and just want to say thanks for taking time to check us out, and hopefully we'll be having many more videos to come. Without further ado, let's get to the review. Evolve is the newest game from Turtle Rock Studios, developers of the original Left 4 Dead game, and one of the most highly anticipated games of 2015. The story centers around the planet Shear and a group of human colonists who are being attacked by a group of alien monsters. In order to save these humans, a group of specialized hunters have been deployed to kill the monsters.
Are you sure about this, Marshal? These creatures overwhelmed colonial security forces in less than a week. Clearly we're dealing with something far beyond ordinary wildlife.
Clearly.
Evolve makes its mark by using a non-traditional 4v1 approach, with 4 hunters going up against a single giant monster. And while these odds may seem unfavorable for the monster, you're quickly going to learn that taking them down is no walk in the park. In order to stop the monster, the hunters must use their skills to track it down and kill it before they become the next victims. To do so, there are multiple options, such as following the monster tracks, environmental clues, and special abilities from each hunter. There are 4 different types of hunters available, and all of them have their own unique skill set. Players can choose which class to use during each match and will unlock additional characters and skills by completing challenges. This brings me to my main complaint about Evolve, which is the game's progression system. While this is a staple of most multiplayer games nowadays, Evolve's system feels overly long in order to unlock the more enjoyable characters and abilities that can be found in the game. You start out with 1 of 3 monsters and 4 of 12 hunters that are currently available. To unlock the next set, you have to complete challenges with each of your current abilities. While this didn't completely put me off on the game, it was a bit of a disappointment as you frequently have to use a lesser ability for multiple matches just to get skill points. It's a bit of a grind and feels unnecessary. While you're working through this progression system, you have the ability to play in Evolve's 5 game modes. Hunt, Evolve's flagship mode, is a straight-up deathmatch between the hunters and monster, and while this is the default mode, players also have the option to play in 4 other modes. Nest, Rescue, and my personal favorite, Defend, are all objective-type modes that help add depth to the game. The last mode, Evacuation, is a campaign-style progression mode. Once you have mastered these modes, I'd say you're good to jump into online multiplayer, and this is where Evolve really shines. While there's a great need for teamwork, as you can expect from the 4v1 format, the challenge of tracking down a monster can be incredibly enjoyable. If you get bored of having to work with your human counterparts, you can always switch to Evolve's calling card and play as a monster. Playing as a monster brings about a whole new experience to Evolve. Here you've got the opportunity to play as this giant monster, destroying humans, going around devouring wildlife all throughout Shear, in the hopes to evolve to a Stage 3, where you'll become a nearly unstoppable force against the hunters. Having this option brings about the added challenge of going up against 4 players at the same time, rather than getting to work on a team. It really makes you think strategically, and is a nice little wrinkle that they added to the game. It's definitely the most enjoyable part about Evolve. So, now we get to the bottom line. Is Evolve really worth the $60 price of admission? Unless you're a big fan of 4v1 games, I'd say this style, with the lack of a traditional campaign mode, make this game a rent before buy. It certainly is enjoyable, but as a fan of traditional multiplayer games, I'm a little concerned about replay value in the future. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, this is Real World Gamers.